Deprimido, alcoólatra e viciado em drogas, a transformação de Buck Angel começou a acontecer quando ele percebeu que tinha nascido no corpo errado. O ativista, produtor de filmes pornô, ícone LGBT e uma das principais vozes de homens trans no mundo, conta melhor essa história agora aqui no Trip TV.
I am Buck Angel, and I'm 53 years old. I'm from the United States. My profession is kind of interesting. I am a motivational speaker, I am a filmmaker, and I am a human rights activist. And I do make adult films too. I always felt like a boy when I was a little girl. What happened was puberty happened. So I started growing breasts at 16, and that was when I really sort of had a thought like, oh my God, I'm actually a woman and not a man. People who are comfortable every day in their life, in their body, don't understand how it feels not to be comfortable in your body. Thanks, Doc. Hi, I'm Buck Angel, and for men like me, gynecological problems are still a reality. The biggest crisis for me was not understanding myself and what was going on, which led to large amounts of drugs and alcohol and suicide attempts. So I had tried to kill myself and was put into a mental hospital like 2 times. I used to do what you could see right here, cutting. I used to cut. And that was all because I didn't understand myself and I didn't understand that I could become a man. I stopped drinking alcohol and I stopped doing drugs. And through that, all of a sudden, like my eyes, they opened up and I didn't still know that I could become a man. That wasn't something that we talked about. I had my transition 23 years ago. I'm 53. So back 20 years ago, we didn't talk about being transsexual or transgender. Most of the mental health people that I saw just said that I was a very masculine woman and that they kept saying that you're just a lesbian. And then I saw a movie. I saw a movie where there was a transsexual man, and it was a documentary. And I was like, this woman became a man. Nobody ever told me that I could have a sex change. That wasn't even part of the conversation. That was the moment. That was the moment right there. I was like, I'm gonna do that. Through my transition, I decided to actually keep my vagina. And it was a very difficult choice for me because, as you know, we're taught in the world that men have penises and women have vaginas. And that's when I was just like, actually, I'll be honest, I was masturbating. And I was masturbating and I had an orgasm and I was like, oh, actually, I like my vagina. So I said to myself, oh my God, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna have to keep my vagina. Everyone wants to talk about my vagina because really my vagina is there's not very many people like myself who talk about their vagina. Very few people. And so it's not only about being a transsexual person, it's a lot of women are not empowered by their vaginas. So for me, it's the message again of we have to stop looking at vagina as a weak thing. Penises are powerful, vaginas are weak. That's not true. We are programmed. We are programmed at birth to understand what's a man and what's a woman, what's a boy, what's a girl, and it's penis and vagina, penis and vagina. So for me, understanding my vagina as part of me being male is exactly that. I want the people in the world to understand that genitals are not exactly who and what you are. It's a part of you. So my vagina is part of my masculinity. So the adult movie thing started because I didn't see any representation of myself in the adult industry. As you know, the adult industry is huge. You can see everything in the adult industry. Clown porn, horseback riding porn, gum chewing, everything. There was no man with a vagina in porn at all. Tons of transsexual women, it's huge. They shoot a lot of that in Brazil, by the way. And I was just like, I'm gonna do this. And I told my friend, and my friend said to me, you have to do this. You will change the world. And I was like, never would I thought I would be the man I am today. I just thought I was making porn. I never thought of it as activist work. I never thought of it as political. I only thought of it as a very sexual, progressive, and a very positive, powerful thing for myself. When people react to things angrily, like in your country, we have a high rate of LGBTQ murders. And that's because people are uncomfortable with themselves. I always believe that. I believe when people write me mean things and they yell at me on the street, crazy stuff, it's because they don't like themselves. And they see themselves in me. Conversation, magazines like this create conversation. I don't know who your readership is with this magazine, but it might be the person who's going down the street and smacking a gay guy in the face. But if he opens this up and he says, oh, there's this awesome article about this guy, Buck Angel, and look at, wow, he's a man with a vagina, and that might be interesting to him, that's how you create change. It is exactly what you do. You don't create change by being angry. You create change by letting people understand. And I always come to it with an empathy and a compassion that people don't understand.